What's up, people? You're watching Papu. Today, I've been completely obliterated playing supplies with Morat Aggression Force versus Imperial Service again. I really have nightmares with those quantities that are amazing. And well, it was a hard game, but you'll see. So today we played supplies, and very quickly, supplies is a mission where the idea is to open the box, basically, get the supply and run away from your enemy. Because for each supply box control at the end of the battle, there is one objective point that you get. Then if you have controlled more supplies boxes than your adversary at the end of the battle, you get 3 points, which is very important. And if your adversary has no controlled supply boxes, 2 more objective points, plus you have 2 classified objectives that are 1 point each, okay? The deployment is pretty normal, and basically, if you've got a doctor, I think you got roll +3, which is okay, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, there are 3 tech coffins like this, 1, 2, 3. So in our case, let me just move my camera around. In my case, the supplies were there was one right here. There was another one right here, and there was another one right here. Okay, that was the Morat deployment area. Okay, a little bit something like that, and that was the Yuying deployment area, more or less like this. All right. Then what was Yujing playing? Basically, my friend was playing 4 quantities that were not in a link team, so just like 4 Warbans. He was playing 2 Kanrens with 2 mud traps, or 3 Kanrens, I can't remember now. He was playing a ninja. He was playing a Hessian, which is the IP with multispectral visor 2 and HMG. He was playing a Rushi, and then he was playing 2 Quanti device controller with smoke grenade launcher. And in my case, I was playing this list right here, which is a list I've seen on internet. I'm following this guy called Volesi, and I really like the way he plays. But I always think that the opponents are not that skilled, and although he's a very good player, I have to say that. And I really wanted to try this list because he's really using this tactical awareness that everybody's talking about recently. Basically, that allows you, in a nutshell, to play limited insertion 300.6 caps with 3 Suriats HMG, all of them with Timbo Deflector, although this effect is not accumulative. And Coronet Lieutenant, which is very good because due to the Strategos level 1, your Lieutenant order is going to be regular, which is very good. And a Raktarak with Vulcan Shotgun, and he's an operative specialist. And well, the Vulcan Shotgun can be amazing due to the fact that fire, when you fail the armor roll, you have to keep going. So that's very good to kill people with more than 1 wound, or to just burn robots to death, basically. Then I'm playing a Zero Forward Observer, very it's like kind of a joker in a car game. So he's basically a boarding shotgun with forward observer, so he's probably gonna get some supplies. Then he's got grenades to arrow, which is good. Also mine, so it's pretty decent. The only bad thing is that he's not got camouflage, but he's got mimetism, so okay. Then I'm playing 2 Datorazis with the with the lowest profile, but still very good, with Martial level 4, Mimetism, Kinematic level 1. What else? Grenades, more grenades, so it's pretty complete. And a medtech, which is nearly compulsory. And then a Cracked Renegade with 2 submachine guns, test mine, pistol, this CC shot weapon that is very good because, well, I'm playing versus something that shot ammunition is pretty awesome. And a slave drone that's going to be linked to this mech tech, maybe to heal somebody, maybe to, I don't know, many things. Right, so let's talk a little bit about the table. That was the table. I'm gonna go back to this picture because the choices I made during this game Well, they were not the greatest, but I'll tell you a little bit later. So let's talk about about this. So that was my deployment zone. So my paint train was basically let's see if I can make that bigger so you can see slightly better. Right. So that was my paint train. Okay. 1, 2, and 3 HMGs. Then that was the Ragnarok, proper hidden right here. Then corner here, one Datorazzi here. Let's move on. You can see slightly better the paint train. What else? MechTech was hidden right here. If it's the first time you're watching my videos, you'll realize that, hey, what the heck? This is not the MechTech Obsidian Mechanoid. Right, it's not. I just love the idea that the MechTech would be a monkey, a Morat. So I just transformed a Kurgat using some spare pieces from other miniatures of the game. And there was the other Datorazzi right here, ready to throw some smoke grenades and cover the area just in case it was needed. I was playing first, so sometimes you need that in order to move the paint train, because if you've got a very massive aero piece like I don't know, a missile launcher or something like that, you might want to throw some smoke to just move forward, getting good range of the HMG, and then have a fair a dice clash. Okay. What else? Another picture. Whoa. Wait, hold on. Got stuck here. Okay. That was my Krakow Renegade. After rolling the meta chemistry, I got a 3, so it was +1 armor and bioimmunity. That was my HVT. That was my order pool. It was pretty amazing. So it's like 11 regular orders because the lieutenant is regular, plus 3 from each of the HMGs, plus 2 Datarazzis, plus the Krakow Renegade for command tokens to start with. What else? Then that is the first quantity that was placed right here, prone. That's the one. No, sorry, this is a normal quantity. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, and another one, which was the quantity device controller with smoke grenade launcher. So that was a fire team core. All right. Then at the other side, there are some of the quantities that are not linked. So this is like impetuous. Yes. Gosh, this is not working the way I want. There was a Rushi, that's the quantity device controller. What else? There was another quantity right here, another quantity right here, another quantity right here, and that's the other extreme of the battlefield. So in this very high building, we just made a rule. There was kind of an elevator that was right in the middle, and with spanning a complete order, you can move troops just on the basically ground floor. That was a Haka, which is like a that was the lieutenant, I assume. That was a Sophatec. What else? And here we are, the Canrens with the Holo Echoes. These are the basically to represent more Holo Echoes. And here we are. Here we have one mat trap. There was another one right here. There was another one more. Let me just. There was another one right here, and there was another one on. That's the same one. Sorry, there wasn't one on top of this roof, so I didn't take a picture of that one, but there was another one right here. And that was his HVT, and that was another Holo Echo with another mat trap. Okay. And my last miniature was this Zerat that was placed right here. I didn't want to move Zerat too forward because I just realized when I played this way that the Zerat is easily killable, and that mimetism is not enough. Although she's just carrying a boarding shotgun, it's not enough. Sometimes you just want to keep her safe, and when the job is done, basically move her and just accomplish wherever the mission is. Then that was his last miniature. That was the Hessian. All right. So okay, let's start. So first of all, I just moved my Kraken Renegade in such a point that I could just dodge. All right. Later on, I'm gonna tell you what was the right movement, but initially that's what I thought. Maybe I can spend some orders, just try to dodge the mat traps, get basically rid of all the mat traps or as many as I could. This one was successful, so I kept moving with the Kraken Renegade, just moving forward, trying to get in contact with the Automat Trap, which I also dodged. So far, not bad. I spent like, not counting the Impetuous, probably a couple of orders here, just trying to get rid of these mat traps. Then with the other, no, sorry, that's still the Kraken. I got in line of sight with a Quanti, so I thought, why not? I'm actually rolling 4 dice at 11s versus 1 dice at 11 if he shoots back with the pistol. So I should win, but nothing happened after 2 attempts. It was pretty annoying. Then I decided to move forward. My idea was to get in bonus, basically, but I just forgot that, oh, that's the chain rifle, so bad move already. I could have dodged, but then what was the point of moving here? Anyway, I should have probably killed that one, and then, I don't know, just maybe after killing this one and killing that one, maybe that was worth it. But when I moved here, I ended up killing this guy, but I didn't kill this one, which was okay. You'll see why. Then basically, I've moved forward with. Oh, sorry. Okay, then I spent 1 command token to go with the coordinate order, which was this Datorazzi right here that wanted to get rid of the other mat traps, and this arrow that was trying to get the first supply box, I mean, getting close to the supply box. Then, and the other Datorazzi, okay? So, because I'm playing a paint train, there are not a lot of coordinated orders that I can spend on other miniatures, so I thought if I have to spend command tokens, I better do it now that they're still alive. So I kept moving on. And then this guy was revealed on my second movement, which that was something that we discussed quite a lot. Is it a good movement or not? Well, you can write some comments below if you think that was a bad movement. But the thing is that he was lucky. He was shooting at good range. That was exactly for it. And take away 3 from mimetism. And he killed my Datoradzi in the end. So, okay. So Datoradzi was killed. Then I decided to start moving the other Datoradzi because what I really wanted to do was just to get rid of the mat traps as soon as possible. This time though, I was very unlucky because I'm actually dodging at 14s, but I got a 20. Plus, he got after the physics -6, I got completely trapped. Okay. So then, with the others left, I just move the paint train a little bit just to get in line of sight with this guy with the Kanran. So I just fire him. It was pretty easy to kill him. And as you can see now, slightly better. So I was in line of sight. So now I had a bit of a conflict here because there was still one mat trap hidden right behind this building. And my whole idea was to throw the Datoradzi to, well, I didn't really care about this Datoradzi at all. But the idea was to get rid of that mat trap, which I couldn't achieve in the end. So very carefully, I started moving. Oh, what is this? Let me see. Okay, no, okay, that's turn 1. So very carefully, I started moving the Zerba just next to the box, basically next to this building. I finally got the supply and I went back. Okay, that was basically my turn 1. I relocate these guys in such a way that this guy could provide an arrow through this alley. This one was covering this, and this one was also covering this. So pretty decent. Oh, that's what I thought. So turn 1 Quanchis. All Quanchis are moving on. Okay, very well deployed because none of them got really in line of sight. I'm talking about the impetuous ones. Obviously, the ones that are linked, they lose the impetuous. And so he was moving, no problem. There was a lot of buildings around, so they were completely safe. The one that was predictably getting line of sight with the HMG, it ended up dying, so good. Well, sorry, actually he was docked, so okay. Let's say, like, potentially dead. Okay, so that was the line of sight with the Surya edge, one of the Surya HMG. Let's move on. Then, sorry for the pictures. Then this guy moved a little bit this way, and the smoke controller basically just throws some smoke right here. Okay, so all this alley that my Suryas were covering, it was completely blocked. Fair enough. That the tragedy was still alive. That burst token or burn, whatever. Um, it was basically to indicate that this guy was completely glued. So, and that's what happened. That was ridiculous. Basically, the Link team, Quan is just moving on, getting in the smoke, killing this guy on the way, and then that was the thing. Then he played a speculative shot with the chain rifle, and because the what's that called, the six sense, I could just fire back, but he passed the both armor rolls. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that on the way here, on the way that the Zera was trying to hide behind this block, I just set a mine because I thought, well, if the Rushi wants to come, at least there is a mine here. Well, amazingly, the Quansis passed the armor roll of the mine, and I would like to point out that it's important because the mine is shocked, so one Quansi could have died immediately, but no. I think it was an 18 was enough to pass the armor roll. Well, but that's the game. I'm not gonna cry for that. So that Guanxi was very brave. He moved here. The others were hanging around in the smoke. However, this one that was here that saved everything. On the way back, he could. It was actually fired, but one of the Sorias that was right here. I think he saved the armor roll again. So this one, she came here through the chain rifle. I was trying to dodge. I miserably failed. So, well, this one was wounded. This one was killed. And that is basically a summary of what happened during this game. Those Quanxi just completely blasted me. And, well, he spent 10 orders on killing all my team. I could have shot back, yes. But the thing is that I thought, well, I'm actually sorry. I'm actually dodging a 13, so it's not that bad. But I was failing all the time, even the armor roll. So eventually, that one was killed. That was the Surya that was providing the arrow right here. So once she kept moving on and on, just getting inside the kitchen, and as we say in Spanish, and basically finally he managed to kill every single body except for this guy that was well, prone on top of the building, because that is pretty I mean, it's pretty weak actually. Okay, so there was a point he was actually firing chain rifles. I was delaying the arrow all the time because I remind you that if you've got at least 4 members in a link team core, sorry, you can delay your arrow. So he couldn't play that game that, okay, what are you doing? Are you dodging? Because then I shoot with the pistol. Or are you shooting back? Then chain, right? Chain rifle. That's the way to play. But due to the fact that I could delay the arrow, none of this was happening. But anyway, I kept failing. Cornac was in no incapacitation. This guy was fine until another chain rifle. This guy failed twice the engagement with this one, which could have been amazing because he would have prevented this guy from keep putting templates on me. But no way, I was failing that as well. So eventually, Corner was hidden behind this safe. Then what happened? Oh, is that it? Okay, I think we stop here because I was actually in. Yeah, we forgot to take some pictures, but it's very easy to explain. Basically, the idea was because the smoke was there, Rushi came out of total cover, and in bonus and with assisted fire, he managed very easily to kill my lieutenant Cornac that was hidden right here. So there was nothing left really. So that was frustrating. And finally, basically, the Rushi collected this supply box that was left on the battlefield, and then lately the ninja show up and he's just taking another supply box at the second attempt, I think, and that was it. Because I had two regular orders, I managed to kill the Rushi because it was left there like, okay, I got the supply, that's it. So I killed the Rushi, but still he was getting one supply box, so that was enough to win. So that rep is pretty easy to explain, because just with a link team core of Rushis, my whole link team core of Suryads was completely annihilated. But I've learned a few things from this game. First of all, let's see where my first picture is. All right, here we are. That is the way I should have played. All right. First of all, I started well. There was my Krakow Renegade here. The idea was moving the first 10 here, the second 10 right there. Okay, let me just choose another color. So the Krakow is gonna be, let's see, red. Okay, with impetuous order 10, 10. All right. At this point, that mat trap that was right here was not able to still catch this guy. So then with the next movement, I should have done move, and instead of dodging, I should have done an extra move more or less right here. Okay, so 20 centimeters in total. And this way I was able to get trapped by this one and that one. Okay, so two traps in one. Probably the Krakow would have been glued again, but it's fine. For 2 points for 2 mat trap, that's worth it. And then that strategy, in my opinion, was well played. Although this Kanren just show up and shoot at him, okay, that's fair enough. Already a Kanren that has been revealed in reactive turn, which I think is bad, because Kanrens are very good in active turn, especially due to the fact that they're carrying this monofilament weapon, which is pretty scary with the surprise attack. But well, okay, that's okay. And then with that strategy that was here, I committed the same mistake. I made the same mistake. I basically move impetuous right here, so 10, 10, that was fine. Then I should have spent another order doing basically 10, 10. Okay, more or less it's like that. I think that's a bit short and that's a bit long. Oh, can I? Yes. So more or less like this. That was the 10. So 10, 10. Okay. Then again 10, 10. Then again I should have done 10 right here. That mat trap that was right behind this cover would have triggered. But then I should have done again I should have done move. So I was provoking this mat trap, the same idea. Okay, so 2 mat traps, 1 miniature. That's fair enough. Then there were 10 left orders to spend on the paint train that was deployed around this area. Okay, now I'm going to change the color and I'm going to choose probably purple. Okay, so with 10 left orders and no arrow pieces on the table, instead of just going here and shoot this camera and whatever, I would have so the idea was basically to move all the way. Okay, that is like 2 or 3 orders. All right, then from this point I can start shooting first of all at this quantity right here. Then I can keep moving because there are 10 orders left. Keep moving. There was another quantity prone right here, very well deployed, because that is more than silhouette 2, so he was forcing me to move up this ramp. Sorry. But still, that was a good idea. I would have killed the other quantity that was here, and the thing is that there were 3 quantities deployed right here. 1, 2, and 3, approx. There was another one 4 here that was prone, and the quantity the Celestial Guard with the quantity control device here. There was a Rushi right here, and there was another smoke controller here. So the idea was I killed these 2 guys, well, these 3 guys, just spreading the burst, not too difficult. Then keep moving on, or using this edge to get in cover and shoot at these, shoot at these three guys, okay, 1, 2, and 3. I think I could do it. They were not perfectly aligned. They were more or less like this, so I could have done it. And then there was a hacker here, so I gotta be careful. I didn't want to get in range of this perimetral 20 centimeters of hacking. So what I would have done probably was to move all the way this and probably killing the one smoke here. I can still move on. I can kill the Rushi and the other smoke control device. And by far, I'm killing a lot of orders, and let me just change the color because I've been doing a lot green this time. So all my fire team with the last order would have either spent a command token to put every single body in suppression fire except for the Ragnarok, which is a problem because, or simply just put all these guys in cover, like one here, the other one here, maybe another one on top of the building, and I don't know, 1, 2, 3, the Ragnarok proper hidden maybe here. Let me just move this arrow. This guy was proper hidden, the Ragnarok, that's the Ragnarok, okay. Let me just change the color to indicate that that's the Ragnarok, brown. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and I don't know, maybe another one here. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really makes a difference, okay. And so far I would have won the game basically because I'm killing a lot of orders. They are easy to kill, and if they get dog, if they go dog, no problem because I'm on my turn 1. So on his turn 1, all the dogs will disappear from the table. No big deal. Probably my Suriyat would have wounded probably once or twice. Maybe he would have killed with the pistols 1. Why not? It could have happened. But then he's got a problem. He's got 3 miniatures here that they need to go down. He's got a Kanren, he's got the Kanrens alive, no problem, with nomad traps. They can still do a lot of damage, but because I have 6th sense, it's actually annoying because I'm ignoring the surprise attack from the Hollow Echoes. And then he's got this Hsien that, okay, is very good, but you are fighting with a 5-man link team, and that's not easy. So that was the idea, basically. The problem here is that I've been trying to do this, and sometimes I'm out of orders on the middle of the table. You need to be brave. Sometimes you just need to move. And yes, you're gonna get hit by pistols or maybe a combi rifle, but you need to be brave and you need to still move on, because what it matters is when you get here at the very deployment area and you start just shooting with better dice than your opponent. So that was the idea. I didn't manage to accomplish it. I was actually pretty terrified, and I thought, well, I think I'm playing okay by just killing a couple of orders and staying right here. But really and truly, guys, what I've learned of this game is that when you're playing a paint train, you need to min it. Like, it's called paint train for a reason. You need to go there and smash your opponent with either HMGs or Vulcan shotguns or boarding shotguns. Any actually paint train you're playing is played the same way. There are some paint trains better than others, but the idea is pretty much the same in all of them. If you're playing Panushania and you're playing military orders, obviously you're going to do that even better than I do with monkeys. But still, these monkeys are amazing with the new rules and the tactical awareness. I was actually very happy of this list, and I'm not going to hesitate. I'm going to try it again. This time I'm going to go for real damage. And well, it also depends, because if your opponent is leaving a lot of arrow pieces, well then, okay, I'm going to kill them all, no problem. And then I'm going to retreat, basically, and I'm going to hide in my deployment area. And then you're going to start with maybe 3-4 orders less. And that's good, because let's say you're showing, I don't know, like one guy here, maybe a link team that is actually like, arrow pieces all around this place. So then it's fine, one by one, you kill them all and you retreat, so you're safe. Your opponent started with less orders. He's going to inflict some damage, why not? But still, it's not the same. What just happened here was completely amazing. So with 80 points, he killed actually Phew. So 48 times 3, let's say 150 just to round up. 147 plus Cornac, which is under 47, 188, and it's like more than 200 points with Quanches, right? That is ridiculous. You cannot let people do that to you. Okay, that's what I've learned. So next time playing Paint Train, I'm just looking forward to do another bad rep, because this time I'm gonna go very aggressive. I'm just gonna throw them all to the battlefield and just run, kill, run, kill. That's the idea, okay? Well, that was all. That was short. Uh, Probably next time is gonna be more exciting. This time it was exciting, but you cannot play a Paint Train in a very chirurgic way, because that's what happened. Then some smoke and some people just can kill one by one your more effective troops in close combat through smoke or things like that, okay? So, well, I hope you have learned something like I did, and I hope you have enjoyed, and see you next time. Bye bye.